AR-15. 11.5 inch, compensated with an iron-bonded bolt carrier, Trigicon AccuPoint with 1.6 magnification.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers, Blowers, and Guns. If you guys like guns, hit that like button right now. If you guys are pro Second Amendment, hit that subscribe button. Do it now before you forget, because I have all kinds of interesting videos on my channel where we go to the shooting range and shoot all kinds of different weapons that my friends have. Also putting together shit, taking shit apart, getting accessories for your AR-15 platform, all kinds of crazy accessories. Believe it or not, my budget build AR-15 with all that shit on it, you know, just like Garand Thumb, he's got all kinds of shit on his rifles, right? It only weighs like 10.5 pounds, believe it or not. Anyway, I got a new package from my friends over at Texas Precision Optics. They sell and distribute the Sniper brand optics and gear for the AR platform and other platforms as well. I just saw something on their website the other day where it has a side mounting optics, FFP, LPVOs, all that stuff, red dots, for AKs. It's very cool. Anyway, so I got this package in the mail yesterday. I'm dying to open it up. I know what it is. And I'm going to be mounting this thing on my AR-9. My AR-9 hasn't had a new edition in quite a while. And my AR platform, the AR-15 budget build, is completely loaded already. I can't put any more shit on there. I was going to do this outdoors today, but as you can see, it's snowing in New York. Are you ready to see what's in here? I've wanted this for a while because I see it on Garand Thumb's channel a lot. He's got this thing on every one of his rifles. Well, he has everything on his rifles. So this is a Sniper brand laser and LED light combo. This particular model also includes the TR20 red dot sight that you can actually mount on there. Let's unbox it right now in front of you. I always get excited when I get a new product from my weapon. But then there's the thing about if you get optics, you always go, oh, I gotta go to the range and sight it in. But luckily, the scope that I have on here, an FFP LPVO, also from Sniper brand, from Texas Precision Optics, has already been sighted in from my last trip to the range. So now with this, once I find a proper place to mount it, all I have to do is go between 25 yards or so, one end to one end, put a target up, and just aim my current sighting onto the bullseye, and move the laser to the bullseye to the same place. So I won't have to go to the range. Ooh, this has got one of those light switches too. This is the light switch. As you can see, there are actually 4 different separate buttons to push the light switch, whereas most of them is just one button in the middle with a long sheet metal plate that goes over it so that when you press it, you can activate the middle one. But this actually has 4 buttons there individually. It has double-sided tape, so you don't have to buy that add-on thing where you put it in and then you M-lock it to your rail. Pigtail with the input. In the box, I did not see the red dot that it has on the label outside, but maybe it wasn't meant to come with it. Okay, so here's where you put the battery, I gather. Here you have a Weaver or Picatinny rail on the top, so you can put something else, like for instance your backup sight maybe, because most people put these in the front, near the front of the barrel. So here is the LED 200 lumens light, along with a laser. They have an infrared laser too for the FL3000 model. This is the FL2000 model. I have to learn these adjustments, left to right, up and down. This is the elevation. This is the windage for the laser. On and off switch, where you can switch between both on at the same time via the switch, or just the LED light, or just the green laser. Like I said, the battery input, this I don't know what it is. I'll have to figure it out. Oh, here we go. This is to switch between LED, green light, or combo. This is the switch right here. This is the on and off in case you didn't want to use the switch. And here's the input for the light switch. Sniper brand with QD, quick release, quick disconnect with just a flathead screwdriver or a dime. Easy. So let me get my rifle out and we'll figure out where we're going to put this. So even though the package says it comes with the TR20, it's not in there. That's okay, they didn't say they were going to send it to me. I was just surprised to see that it says it had it, but it's not in the box. And there goes the box. So, some of you guys might have seen my other videos where I show my AR-9 from Moriarty Arms. It has a FFP LPVO scope, also made by Sniper brand, also sent to me by Texas Precision Optics. This is a very accurate and reliable weapon. Every time I take it to the range and shoot it, I get very accurate results along with very reliable action and function. I love it. It's great. I paid a lot of money for it because this was actually my first rifle ever. And I didn't know anything about rifles. I just said, oh, that's cool. I want it. And I paid a lot of money for it. But it's well worth it because it got me into guns, you know. I have a pretty decent tack light on the front here. Sometimes when I put it in my case, it doesn't fit because it's so wide. Wait till we finish putting this thing on here. Talk about wide. I'll have to decide whether or not I want to put the combo here, right in front of the scope. I want to see if we look through the scope, if it clears it. I don't want to see any obstructions in the scope. You know what I mean? Also, I have a backup sight, Magpul backup sight here. Do I want to put the unit on here? Does it block my view from the scope? Is what I'd like to know. Also, should I remove the sight, put this on the very front, and then put the sight on top of here? You know what I mean? That would be my backup sight. So there's an idea there. And then remove this light for weight, because this is primarily going to be my self-defense weapon. So I've sighted this in at like 25 yards. So that, you know, and that's even too far because you're talking about self-defense in your home. You ideally want to have it sighted in at 7 yards, you know, is what people say. But just around that, you know, area between, you know, 10 and 25 yards, if you can hit a bullseye in that distance, this is a pretty good close quarter combat type weapon, you know, for self-defense. 9mm has better stopping power too, so that's why I wanted to use this as my self-defense weapon. So I'm going to do some trial and error. I'm going to take off these covers just so that it doesn't block my view, just to see. These things do come off. This is a 1 in 6 or 1 in 7. Yes, it's a 1 in 6. So yeah, I could see very clearly through this, which, you know, means that I don't need a red dot, you know what I mean? But to have a laser, even faster acquisition of your target. So, I temporarily mounted it on the front here, right behind the backup sight. Right here, okay? That's where I had it. Then when I look through my scope, almost a third of my view was blocked by this. So that's no good, right? So then I moved this all the way to right in front of the LPVO, and you could still see it barely. I want to say you can only see the Weaver Picatinny rail that's on top of here. I see that there's 4 screws on there. Perhaps I can take it off altogether and not have it intrude on my view of my scope at all. But I want to feel like I like it here better because it doesn't get in the way of this. Also, it balances the weight a little bit more centered. As opposed to the weight being all in the front, it will be difficult to hold it because of the weight and be steady. I think with the combo laser light here, I think it's a better deal. I want to first try to see if I can remove that plate though. I hope it's just flat and closed, and I hope there's not like the guts of the device visible without this plate. But I will try to remove the plate right now. So I've got a whole box full of different size Allen hex keys. None of them fit! So I gotta find another way to find one that fits. So I did find the right key and it fit perfectly, but let me tell you, it is on here so tight that I couldn't budge any of the 4 screws right there. So without stripping it, I said, that's it. I'm not doing it anymore. So I'm just going to leave it. It won't come off. So now I'm going to install the batteries. And it says negative in first. Oh, wait a minute. What? Not only do they include batteries, but they give you 2 extra. That's a plus right there. Who does that? Nobody does that, man. That's awesome. So I'm surprised I haven't inadvertently turned it on already, you know? So this is on. Ooh. Oh, I'm blind! There's both right there. Blinding, blinding. Okay. So that's both. This is just the green, right? The laser. And this is just the light. So it's 200 lumens. That's pretty good. I would think I just want the green for like targeting real quick. If it's at night, which is where most illegal things, home invasions are done, is at night. So you would probably need that. But honestly, when you have the light on, can you even see the green? Yeah, you can. All right, cool. Let's put the switch in now. So the switch just plugs into a 2-prong thingamajig and it only goes in one way because there's a slotted area. Just turn it until I feel it through. Okay, you just pushed it in and the cover went like that by itself. So very cool. I don't know if I want this thing flying around, but this is the cover. If I decide not to use the switch, I would have to find a way to put that cover back on again. I think I could just take it off. So anyway, here we go. I have it only on the green. Cool. I'll put it on the both. Awesome. Very responsive. Very nice. I like it. I'm definitely going to use the switch. So I'm going to take this off and take this little thing off. Awesome. Stokage. So this thing does not come off. So it's just going to have to hang like that. If you could see here on the switch, it's a 3M double-sided tape that's on Velcro. So you can take it off and move it anytime you want. So I think that because my hand placement's right here where my thumb is, I'm going to have it mounted right there. It's got decent spot here where the tape will stick to. If you tried to put it on the Picatinny rail, your thumb would have to be on top of there, right? This is the best spot for it, for me. I'm going to try to aim this through the scope so you can see how it... I'm going to have to flip it this way. So there it is right there. That's the best I can get you. You see, you can see there's two black things in the scope. That's the only thing that's blocking it. And those are that's the rail that's on top of the device. I'm going to peel off the 3M and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to have the pigtail here. It may get in the way, right? So maybe I'll take a small zip tie and just like put it there like that. Right along here. Or leave it, you know. So there it is. Cool. Very cool. I'm going to tighten that now. You can tighten this with a penny or a dime, but a penny seems to fit better. The dime is thinner, which means you could strip it. Oh man, that's tight. That's not going anywhere. So right over here, I've got it in my garage. And as you can see, the green dot is almost in the sighted in crosshairs of my LPVO. So all I need to do is bring it down a little and to the right. As long as the green dot is in the middle of the bullseye of my scope, then it's pretty much sighted in. Then I'll test it over at the 25 yards in my backyard to see if it lines up. Okay, I know you guys can't see this. It's too bright. But what I did was I'm aiming at my neighbor's house across the street, which is about 25-30 yards, and they have a dark siding, and I could see the green dot very faintly, and I have it sighted right into the middle of my bullseye. Right on, right dead on. So I know now that the laser is pointed directly out where my scope is sighted. So that's sighted in right now, at least very close to it. We could tune it in whenever I use it at the range or something like that, but that's it. That's done. So there you go. I'm all set. That is the FL2000 sniper brand by Texas Precision Optics. I'll leave a link in the description of this video for Texas Precision Optics. Feel free to browse their website and see all the cool stuff they have at very reasonable prices. If you'd like to get one of these, once again, look for my link on the bottom of this description for Texas Precision Optics. The FL200, I believe it's $198, and they have the infrared one for like $240, something like that. Very, very good prices. So we've got this from Texas Precision Optics, as well as the FFP, first focal plane LPVO, light power optic, 1:6, I think by 28 millimeter. So I'm very stoked about how this is. Should I remove this flashlight now because it adds weight? It is a good flashlight too, though. I have this set at just the laser for fast acquisition in close range combat quarters. And then for me to flip the switch to both, you got both. But I like it just to have the laser all by itself with the switch. And then in close quarters, you want to have time to turn on the light, you can. So maybe I should keep it on here. It doesn't really add that much weight to it. But, maybe I'll just keep it on there. I'll have two lights. I keep the flashlight on there because the flashlight has a strobe feature, you know? It could be useful. Has low intensity settings too. And the strobe is kind of useful, you know what I mean? That's a good flashlight. So even though it still won't fit in my case width-wise, because look, actually the combo light is not that wide as I thought. I'd be able to put this in my case, no problem. It's just this flashlight makes it too wide. I could put it on the bottom, but it doesn't look as good. It's all about being tactical too, right? I'm going to keep it on there. I don't care if it fits in the case or not. It looks good. I'm all set. My rifle's all Garand thumbed out. Hey, look, he likes a lot of shit on there. I like a lot of shit on there. It's still, I mean, it's got to be like 9 or 10 or 11 pounds. I don't know. Whatever. Shoots fine. Oh, I couldn't put the other cap on this side because this is blocking. I didn't want to move this forward anymore because it would get in the way of this. Right now, it doesn't even really get in the way. So we'll just have one cover, you know? You don't really need the covers anyway. It's either in your case or you're safe, you know? Yeah. Really happy with this, man. I always wanted to get one of these things. Fantastic. Thank you so much to Texas Precision Optics for sending it to me. It's a wonderful product. Works great. Tape switch and all. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me on today's new accessory add-on install. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers, Blowers, and Guns.
So you boys are from Arkansas, huh? Well,
Hey, I'm Henry from Mowers and Blowers. As a YouTuber that deals with small engine equipment on a daily basis, I worry about the harmful effects of the 10% ethanol that's in your unleaded gas from your gas station. Here on the East Coast, as winter nears, I think about storing my summer lawn equipment for the winter. Ethanol absorbs moisture, and what it does is it could rust or corrode and clog up your jets in your carburetor. That's why I use Ethanol Safeguard with stabilizers from my friends over at Lumens Oil Products. Before you store your machines, a little bit of Lucas goes a long way. When you're ready to use your machines again, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.